to BBC News. Today's top headlines include doctor strikes,
Leicester's incredible journey in the Premier League so far,
and the belief that vegetables may be growing on Mars.
We also have an extended report on issues regarding mental health.
Many individuals have been affected by the recent doctor strikes which have been taking place over the past few months, with appointments, surgeries and checkups all being delayed to later dates. Junior doctors are being expected to work for much longer hours, which may lower the performance of staff. Hannah and Desiree have interviewed a student who has been affected by this matter.
During the February junior doctor strike, nearly 3,000 operations had been cancelled in a 24-hour strike. There was another strike on 9th of March, which is happening for 48 hours right now.
The reason they are on strike is cuts in money and more antisocial working hours. I was there when this happened, so was Shannon.
How did this affect you?
Well, when we got there, we were around 5 to 10 minutes early, but we waited for around half an hour max, and they came out and said that appointments were running. I think it was 45 minutes late because doctors were on strike.
How do you feel the hospital was while the junior doctors were on strike?
They were very calm and they knew that the strike was going on, so they had to organise themselves. But because of the restriction on doctors, they were a bit all over the place.
Thank you for your time. Back to the studio.
Extraordinary rumours are broadcasted recently, questioning whether vegetables have the ability to grow on Mars. It is believed that the Martian soil found on Mars helps these vegetables grow in a peculiar place. Is this new discovery safe for those who live on Earth? Amy, Ryan and Kayla have been researching this latest discovery.
Hello, today we are discussing a top story with Amy and Kayla along with Ryan the researcher.
We are here to talk about suspicion and whether vegetables can grow on Mars. An expert on the matter has done an experiment including tomatoes, peas and radishes that have been grown in the Netherlands on soil thought to be like Martian dirt. This is a fire regular found on the earth of Mars.
However, if vegetables were to be grown on Mars, then greenhouses would be needed to protect them from extreme conditions on the surface, says a report from Newsroom. For the vegetables to survive on Mars, a special soil called Martian soil needs to control the environment of the Earth.
Currently, NASA are trying to create a replica of what soil could be found on Mars and also to test on Earth if it's similar. The challenge at the moment is that the team are trying to find a way to grow vegetables that are safe to eat.
The team wanted to find out what we could grow if humans try to live on Mars in the future. Scientists are excited to find out more.
The question is, if it succeeds on Mars, then why not try the Moon?
The recent topic of teenager sleep has become increasingly popular. Many individuals believe that the youth of modern society are not getting enough sleep. Meanwhile, they are believed to be spending too much time on modern technology or playing violent video games. Recent studies have shown many alarming results. Bethany and Manisha are going to describe these results.
According to BBC, the University of Oxford is researching how much sleep teenagers have during the course of 2017. Across the UK, 100 schools are helping with the Teen Sleep Project.
Adolescents are known for not getting enough sleep, and it's starting to become a problem. Teenagers should be getting at least 9 to 9.5 hours of sleep, but instead are getting 7 to 7.25. Studies show that the average amount of sleep teenagers should be getting is 9.25. Due to young adults not getting enough sleep, it's affecting their everyday lives, and it's also causing them to lose concentration in school.
2, 1, go.
At Failsworth School, we understand the importance of reading and how it can impact on learning. Research suggests that reading helps with extended vocabulary, spelling and literacy, and gives readers an understanding of the wider world. Reading allows the person to immerse themselves in different situations and points in time. Reading also opens a vast imagination to be used in certain lessons, especially when writing stories. Shay, Manisha and Harrison describe the importance of regular reading within education.
So, Miss, why do you think reading is important? I personally use it as a way of relaxing and switching off. I think it can also help broaden your mind and learn new things.
Reading's important, I think, because without reading you're limited to what you can do, and you get a lot of enjoyment out of reading books, and it broadens your mind and gives you a better outlook on the world.
I agree. Tell us about your favourite genre.
Oh, I like sort of murder mystery type things, you know, where you have to use your brain to see who done it.
1, go.
Hello and welcome, this is Miss MacDonald, the nurse TA. What was your most recent book that you read?
The book that I'm reading at the moment is called Perfume by Patrick Suskind, and it's one of my favourite books, and I'm rereading that again. So that's what I'm doing at the moment.
What's your favourite type of book?
Oh, I love all different types of books. At the moment I like thrillers and things like that, and sort of the gothic genre. That's my favourite.
Who's your favourite author and why?
I like J.K. Rowling the best. Harry Potter books are fantastic, and I think that she has the ability of creating a whole world that isn't our own, and it really is quite entertaining. So I like it.
Mental health issues are increasing in today's society. With a growing number of adults and children experiencing difficulties with mental health, we decided to interview staff and pupils at Failsworth School to get their opinions and experiences of challenges that these people face day to day. Here is Shay, Hannah and Desiree speaking about this topic.
I'm here with Miss Doran today, and I'm going to ask her a couple of questions on mental health. So, Miss Doran, what does mental health mean to you?
I think mental health to me means that you've got sort of a stability in how you feel about yourself and about others, and that you feel happy in yourself and able to get on with your life without worrying constantly about all the little emotional things that can affect you.
Alright, so how can we look after our mental health?
I think by making sure that we give ourselves a little bit of time to do the things we enjoy in life, and finding something that keeps you occupied outside of just working all the time or just doing your schoolwork all the time, and also being able to have some friends that you can talk to about anything, and if you don't feel you have, being open enough to go and speak to someone and say I need a little bit of help here, and I'm finding this tough. And you know, something else I really think is important, not being afraid to cry, because I think crying's a really good way of just getting everything out of your system, because you don't bottle it up then.
You could, if you've got friends around your family, you could speak to them and find people that can help them, like agencies, organisations.
Has anyone close to you ever suffered problems with mental health?
Yeah, it's something that's really close to myself. My mum actually is, she has bipolar. It was a bigger issue for our family when we were younger, when we were growing up. I think mental health in this country, it has come a long way in the developments and the help that's in place. We didn't really understand it, being quite young at home. But I remember my dad sitting us down and having a good chat with us and explaining the reasons around my mum's bipolar. And because she got help with that, she's now on medication, and I would say it's been about 10 years since she's had quite a bad time with it, because she knows how to manage it. So she knows how to recognise it and how to manage it. And it obviously helped us as a family because we understood how to deal with it and recognise the signs that she shows in that. So she'd talk a lot. She'd like a conversation, but she'd almost talk too much if you know what I mean. But what was really good was that we sat down as a family and spoke about it, which is one of the key points that we've taken from today. You know, with the Time to Talk scheme, make sure you do sit down and talk about things and talk about your problems.
Start. Today I'm here with Miss Gresswell, and I'm going to talk to her about her experiences about mental health. So, Miss Gresswell, what does mental health mean to you?
Mental health means lots of things to me, and not the kind of things that people sometimes associate with mental health. And I would say that it means getting stressed easily about things, bottling things up, not talking to people, you know, maybe having something on your mind that you've not talked to anyone about, and that problem can just get worse. So I think a lot of people suffer from mental health, but they either don't like to admit it, or they don't do anything about it.
What advice would you give a student who's worried about their mental health?
Well, I found this actually in the staff room today, and although it's very simple, I'm going to show this to the camera. Can you see that? We've got 3 tea bags downstairs, and also we've got these little sort of drinks mats. Now this is a really good one because it's a double one. How does a brew and a breather sound? And now you're talking, and I think this is really clever because it means that you can sit down with someone and talk through what's worrying you. Somebody that you trust, somebody that you trust their advice. I think this is really clever. It's really simple, but that's the key, I think, is to not bottle it up and to talk to someone when you've got a problem. So I think everyone should have one of these on their desk at school.
Everybody's got mental health, but not a mental health problem, yeah? So to look after yourself, you need to eat well, exercise. If you've got any worries or concerns, you need to speak to somebody about it so that anything that is bothering you doesn't play in your mind and doesn't make you feel poorly, which is what can happen.
Who should we talk to if we are worried about our friend's mental health?
Well, in school you can come and see me, or you can see your heads of year or a teacher that you trust. If you're close to your friends' parents, you can speak to them. We do have counsellors in school, and you can also contact Cooth, which is online, cooth.com, and they will speak to you about anything that you're worried about and give you some advice and signposts.
What advice would you give a student who is worried about their mental health?
Speak to people. A problem shared is a problem half, is an old saying, and we, as an individual, you don't have all the answers to everything, but if you speak to someone, they might have something to help you, and be that a friend, be that a member of your family, be that a member of staff, whoever, just by opening up and talking about your concerns, your fears, how you're feeling, is a massive step forward in order to helping you to get to a better place, because a lot of people keep it inside and keep it internal, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger in their heads. So by speaking to people, you may find an answer at that point, you might not, but you've started the process of trying to find an answer.
The recent form of Leicester City Football Club has been astonishing, winning 17 and drawing 9 of the past 29 games. With the help of their star striker Jamie Vardy, who has scored a total of 18 goals. A surprising result against rivals Manchester City has left Leicester serious title contenders with only 10 games remaining. Over to Shay and Chloe, who are describing Leicester's recent form.
And I'm giving my opinion on why I think Leicester might win the league. So, Leicester's manager, Claudio Ranieri, isn't celebrating yet because he knows that 5 points clear isn't a lot. According to the BBC, a Leicester fan cashed out his ticket on Monday, getting nearly £30,000 after pressure from his wife. The staff at the William Hill shop in Leicester said he'd been in and out of the shop, regularly asking about his bet's cash-out value. Fans are overwhelmed about their favourite club's performance throughout the season. As a Manchester City fan, I would be gutted if Leicester win league. Back to the studio with Alana and James.
Over to the weather report with Harrison.
Hello and welcome to BBC News Weather. Today has been quite overcast, but tomorrow will be 7 degrees Celsius in Birmingham, Manchester, Newcastle and Glasgow. 8 degrees in Norwich and Portsmouth, and 9 degrees in Cardiff and Belfast. 10 degrees in London and 5 degrees in Edinburgh. So sadly, unlike last Friday, we are unlikely to get a snow day here in Failsworth tomorrow. Thank you for listening and goodbye. Back to studio.
That's it from us two in the studio. I'm Alana.
I'm James, and good night from Failsworth School.